Oh, it's bad bitch alert. Make sure I got my mic on. Yep. It is 2:44. In South Carolina. I didn't go to bed until 4 o'clock this morning. I was washing clothes and folding clothes and Lord, my dog Jessie. Okay, guys. My dog, she did not like the sound of our washing machine. She's used to our old sound of washing machine, where it goes blah 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 and dryer. Okay. Now we got a new washing machine, and it goes arrow, arrow, arrow. Yeah, it's like that. It sounds funny. But she's right up against the house, right there where her dog house is at. And it took me forever to figure out why she was going crazy. She was barking. But as it got later, well, earlier in the morning, she was just hysterical. She was just like, she was losing her damn mind. And then she started trying to go up under the house and pull out my pipe. And I said, hold up. She didn't break nothing. I had to untangle her for that. And I realized my damn wash machine was, I guess it was just, got her on her nerves so damn bad that she was just like trying to get the hell away from it or something. It was just, not Basset Hound, but Bloodhounds, they got really good hearing. They can hear better than, they're the best hearing animal there is, but I guess it done drove her up the wall that she was crazy, just getting on her nerves so bad. So I let that load of clothes go through and didn't turn it back on for that night. And put my clothes in the dryer, and she went to sleep then. But for about 3 hours there, I done went out there and give her food. I done give her done checked to make sure she had water, make sure she wasn't tangled. Went out there and sat with her. And then she was still barking. And then walked around the house to see if I seen any damn thing. And then I sit there for about 30 minutes, patting her head and talking to her, trying to calm her down. But she was so damn irritable. I mean, she wouldn't growl or nothing. She was just, her nerves were damn shot. Bloodhounds' nerves get shot, and Basset Hounds get real shot very easy. And I was sitting there trying to calm her down. And she kept trying to go where the wash machine was at. I held up the window and started talking to her from the window. And then it finally, after about 3.5 hours, I realized it's got to be the wash machine. And that's what the hell it was. It was the wash machine. She's just going to have to get used to the sound, but I cut it off. I stopped using it for the rest of the night, so everybody would go to sleep. She's a mess. I love her to death, but she's a mess. I'm glad she listens to me because she's humongous. A lot of people are scared of her because she's so big. And then when she barks really loud. It sounds ferocious, but that's just the way she barks. And then when she jumps, it's like a horse jumping. So she's very intimidated, but I'm used to it, so I know her happy jumps and her barks, and or when she's irritated or pissed off. I know her. I know her We got a bond there. We know each other. She ain't never bit me. She ain't never tried to bite me. See, she lets me do things to her. I can kiss her on top of her head. I can untangle her feet. Where anybody else wouldn't. She wouldn't let nobody touch her feet. But she let me touch her feet because she has to 100% trust you to be able to. She's. I don't blame her. I don't trust nobody either. Shit. You have to work for me to trust you too. So I don't blame her. I work for her respect and trust, and it's paid off. But I didn't mean to drive her crazy with the washing machine. But I started thinking about it, and I was like, if I was outside and my house was right here, and I heard all night long, I think I might be starting to sling my head up against the wall too a little bit. But I couldn't really hear it because I'm on the other side of the house. It was just funny. And my little chihuahua now, he's getting used to gigs, and he's a boxer. A boxer. He's bounced with pit bull and boxer bull, and he's friendly as he can be, and he's finally getting little Chocolate to play with him. And Chocolate's a little miniature dog. He's an applehead. That's funny to see him trying to play with that little dog. But he be so gentle. He'll rub his head up against the little dog to try to get it and play, But not to hurt him or nothing. He's really gentle. And the other day I was clipping Chocolate's toenails. That's the applehead. And he screams. He sounds like a goblin. Or if you ever watched the Gremlins, with a little gremlin man, and they go, Gah! He's screaming. He don't even sound right. He don't even sound like a damn dog. But he's sitting there screaming as I cut his toenails. And then he would try to bite me, but he knew not to bite me. He just put his teeth on me, and that was it. He didn't bite down, but he screamed and screamed. And then, by the time I got to the back leg, he started just barely biting a little bit harder. I said, he's done got really pissed. So Jack, my husband, he hold his head where he couldn't, and he screamed and pop the rest of them toenails, and then he was all good. And we give him a little piece of a weenie, because you have to pinch it off real small for him, because he's got a little bitty mouth. And we rewarded him. Then he was all happy and everything else. Now he could walk better. And then Trey, my other dog, he's a mixed blue heeler, but he doesn't look like a blue heeler, but his mama was, though. He gets so jealous. Gizzy will go over to Cheyenne's boyfriend. His name is Kenny, and he go over there and start patting Giz, and then here come Trey. Trey wanted to get pat, and then here come Chocolate, and Chocolate wants to get pat, and then Buffy. And he can't pat them all at one time, but they all want to get pat. It's like, do me, pat me, please, pat me. It's crazy. Well, guys, that's all I have to say. I had to tell you about my dolls. I'm going to finish laying out in the sun. It's 7 degrees right now, so I got a good blue skies I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day, and I hope y'all enjoy yours too. Don't forget to download the podcast.